Hello, 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 and namaste, my witchlings. Cat, I love you, but damn it. Oh, y'all are the best. I am in so much pain right now, but in such a good mood. And so, hi, little guy, come here. All right, come here. You can come say hi right quick. We got a tookers. He's a good boy. Hi, baby. All right, so I am in such a good mood. That is my boob, child. Sorry, he just started sniffing at the boobies. Sorry, y'all. Oh, now he's hacking. Apparently he didn't like what he got a snoot full of. I'm amused. I am home from the hospital. I am in a good mood. I am in a lot of pain, but things went well. I got my flu shot today. I got my COVID booster today. Saw my new primary care doctor. She was pretty cool. Excuse me. And the man behind the curtain is an absolute doll. Don't remember what woke him up, but he woke up ungodly early this morning and decided to go sit at the computer, logged into the computer to check YouTube, and came and immediately woke my ass up saying, I'm sorry to do this, but I couldn't wait. As you can see, you guys can see, we are monetized. Yes! I'm so freaking excited and so happy. Oh my gods. It's like I'm throwing money. I'll give her bills back. I don't know. We'll figure this out. Y'all are the best. Cat, I love you. But quit wasting money. Well, it's not a waste because you're giving it to me. And it's going back into the business. So what the hell? Saw my primary care. Got the x-rays. That reminds me. Done. Oh, ain't it though? Hey, Aaron. I see an Aaron. I had x-rays done on my right hand, so I had to take my ring off, and now that I'm home, I can put it back on. Let's see. Oh, we can have a fan funding goal. How cool is that? Oh, but I'm so freaking excited and happy and in a good mood. The two boos that I had today, were, well, number one, my new primary care may, kick me out as a patient because she wants to be a witchling. That was hilarious. And then, she suspects that the issue with my hand is that I am developing arthritis in my fingers, which isn't a huge surprise because I am older than my incubator was when she developed it, so we'll figure it out. So I had x-rays done. No lab work, though, so that was good. My A1C is still looking really good. My weight is down even more than it was yesterday. Whoop, whoop. So that's a good thing. Thank you, Silent King. I'm just... I used HopeLink to get to and from the hospital today. That was kind of cool. Really awesome driver on the way in. She's an immigrant. We had fun chit-chatting and visiting. She's like, you don't look like you're 47. And I'm like, yeah, I get that a lot. And I'm like, yeah, well, you don't look your age either, but, you know, you're literally African-American and black don't crack. She laughed when I said that. She immigrated from Ethiopia, so... Oh, I'm really freaking happy overall. Hey, Mimi, I did see you. My ADHD is spun out of hell. But... No, I did not talk to your mom. I don't remember who it was I had, but I don't believe it was your mom. Although it was a woman. I don't remember her name. Do what? Oh. Kat's mom. Yep. Oh my god, that. Jesus Christ. So we have 2 independent sources saying that your mom chose it. But yeah, I'm just... That's hilarious, Raven. They're all probably right around exactly a year younger than me. I am going to turn 48 in like 2 months. I am scared. I don't look like I'm pushing 50. That's the really, really, really weird part. Most days. Although if I let this go come as gray as it wants to, I start looking like I might be. No. Oh, that's cool. I love shared birthdays. Raven has a friend up on Whidbey who's almost exactly a year younger than me. His birthday is the same birthday as their son, so he... But, oh my god. Thank you, Aaron. I love you. But then we have to stop and realize that Spawn is 22 now. How the fuck do I have a 22-year-old child, much less a 27-year-old child? Please explain this one to me. It has not been 27 fucking years. Oh, let's see what else. Fingers are cold. Yeah, I know I am. I was sitting the way I was because of Tookers. I'm going to adjust now. Moving mic for a second. Alright. Don't mind me. The heating pad. I have a weird spot in my neck that I'm trying to keep heat on so that I don't develop a migraine. The VA was nice today, though. I was a good girl. Almost spent $20 that I really didn't need to, so I didn't, but I really want to. 17 and 16. God, we don't feel that old. We are praying for you, Mimi. I will add you to candles. Yeah, there is... The current news that we have heard is benefits should be hitting by like Wednesday. So here's hoping. And I don't believe it's fully funded, but we'll find out more, you know, as the days go by. I mean, I have a 22-year-old son, and I am about to go from 4 to 6 grandkids in one fell swoop. Okay, so I don't feel that old. As I was telling my driver on the way in, you know, it is crazy to me to think about the fact that by the time I was his age, 22, I had 1 kid and was pregnant with the second. By the time I was my oldest child's age, I had all 3 of my kids. And yeah, it's weird because I'm looking at my kids going, I would not trust... Yeah, I would not want any of you raising kids yet. Munchkin, maybe, but they're the one that really doesn't want kids because they got parentified like crazy when they were younger. But the boys, not so much. They can be responsible, but they're still enjoying being kids. And my daughter who has kids, the one who's going from 2 to 4 kids in one birth, she's the best at being mom, but she also was highly parentified, so I'm not surprised. But it is weird because to me, they're still kids. They are babies still. What are they doing having kids? They're 20-somethings. That's what they're supposed to do. Please explain this. Let's see, what else are we doing? Raven was 22 with their oldest and 24 with their youngest and raising other people's kids at 12 and 13. Yup. We started babysitting young. Mimi, I miss getting to interact with you guys on a regular too. Yep. All of the kids are in their the only one who is not in their 20s yet is the youngest of the crew. And he is a teenager at this point still. Hey, well, 2 kids. Yep. It is bizarre to think that we are grandparents. How? We're not that old. And the more I think about it, the more I realize I fully understand my poor ex-mother-in-law. When I found out on her 45th birthday I was pregnant with my oldest, looking me dead in the face and go, "You're going to abort, right? I am not old enough to be a grandma yet." And I'm like, I was pissed at the time. Still am, kind of. But looking back, I'm like, I am 47 and I understand where it came from. Holy sheepskin. Let's see. My incubator was 31 when I was born. And her first grandchild was born when I was 14. So, holy shit, she was 45 too. What is it with becoming grandma at 45? Nope, 44. I was 13 when my oldest niece, biological niece, was born. Wow. Insanity. Raven says if their kids make him a grandparent before they turn 50, they're going to whoop some butts. I told my kids, you are not allowed to make me grandma before I turn 45. The oldest non-biological daughter kind of sort of did just before I turned 45. Her oldest child's next older sibling was born just before I turned 45. So, technically, but we forgive that. I am just insanely, I know, I'm insanely proud of all of my kids, though. They're all doing really well. Even the younger non-biological daughter is doing pretty good. So, I'll catch Erin up on that later if she's interested. Oh my, I am so freaking happy about the monetization thing. What was that? Oh, shit. Come on, Brayden, catch up. We're doing shit here. For those of you who didn't see these yesterday, I'm so proud of these. So, I have a girlfriend who lives down in Texas, and when we start chit-chatting, we tend to talk for a while. We were on the phone for about an hour and a half the other night, and I made like 13 of these. I know the camera's not showing it great, but it's a tree of life with a triple moon and a pentacle in the full moon. He's fixing the camera so y'all can see it better. There we go. Isn't that cool? And it's strung. And I was smart and made some of them that, the claw clip is in the right hand. And I made some left-handed ones. So, I'm smart. I just gotta make sure that I mark the ones that are left-handed. Isn't it cool? Oh, let me look. Oh, yay. Not seeing it yet, Erin, but I will check later. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's on the computer, not the phone. I will take a look at it shortly. I'm so happy. So yeah, Will's first munchkin had her first at 20, and which made him 40. Like, yep. I have not heard if we are on the wait list for Yule Market or not. I believe I put my application in for all of the future markets of 25. I need to email the head witch in charge. And let her know that we are all going to be adding some merch to the reading. You're okay, Aaron. I confuse myself with them half the time. And trying to remember what account is logged in where. Let's see, what else? I know, I'm so happy. I created a print-on-demand store last night, where I will be making coffee mugs and I'm making all sorts of shit. We can put all sorts of shit together. Oh, did I hear about the person who crossed the veil because of the tree the weekend before? Yes, down in Pierce. Yes, I did. Did you know them? That happened while I was doing Trick or Treat Street. But the place I found, I can do all sorts of t-shirts, sweatshirts, tank tops, baby onesies. I have an idea for a couple of baby onesies I'm gonna do. Let's see, and then we can do all sorts of coffee mugs, beer steins, water cups, wine glasses, water bottles, notepads, towels, fuzzy blankets. Oh, cool. As much as I hate saying it this way, that would be cool. Let me know if you do. I'll make sure that you have a place to stay. Yeah, it's got all sorts of merch, and I'm just so excited. And it ties into a Shopify shop, and the Shopify is actually why I was looking for another place, because Zazzle, as much as I love Zazzle, their products are great. That's where I get my business cards and shit. The storefront sucks. So Kat and I had been talking about the possibility of starting a Shopify shop, and so I went looking, and there's the Amazon print on demand, and there's the place that I went through, and a couple of others that looked halfway decent. Yes, it's print. Yes, it is Printful. I think. Yeep. Let's see. It's either Printful or Printify. I looked at both. I think it was Printify, though. Let me look. It was Printful or Printify. There's both. So I think it was Printify because it tied into Shopify. So we'll figure it out. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah, I know. We haven't figured out to integrate merch into here yet, but I will be sharing the link to the shops and getting it up on my website as too. Oh, good to know that. I've got to get in touch with the IRS because unfortunately I was an idiot when I created Yoga with Di. And originally I set it up as Yoga with Di Lynn. And then I formed an LLC like a week or two later and found out that I had to add LLC to the end of the business name. Did not realize that I needed to contact the IRS to adjust this. So, I get to have some fun when the government opens back up and I can contact the IRS because I feel like I have accidentally been doing some bad stuff. Oops. So yeah. Yeah, I've got some paperwork that I need to catch up on to do, and oh my god, if anybody knows of a freaking accountant local to me that will work with me cheap, please. Hey you, what's up? We are live right now, so.
Oh, they'll appreciate this.
What?
So, in the game I'm running, in D&D.
Uh-huh.
No.
No, you don't need to mute. He said they'll appreciate this. So this is Spawn. You can hear him.
We've reached a point where they get, it's possible to either do a 1-card draw or a 2-card draw. And based on the cards they get, depicts magic items they'll get later in the game. But it's also just a faded, so it's just a reading.
Yep.
The first one was the moon into the devil.
Okay, so basically what he's running a D&D game. D&D, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And one of the things he's doing is he is pulling tarot cards for his players, and depending on what card they get, it affects stuff that they get later in the game, as well as just being an overall reading for the characters. Okay, first card was...
So this is for the character who their family died. They started hunting down their family's killers, and when their family's killers died before they did, decided that if I can't get them in this life, I'm gonna get you in the next one.
Okay.
And chased them.
Okay.
So they draw the moon.
Okay.
Into the devil.
Oh God. Yep. So this character, the first character, is a typical, and don't say that they don't. Like most of my viewers are D&Ders. So the first character he drew for the family was murdered. The character is hunting down the murderers, and when the murderers die before they catch them, they're like, fine, I'll just chase you into the next world. And
this campaign is taking place in an afterlife.
Okay, because the campaign takes place in an afterlife. The card he drew first was the moon into the devil. This is hella fun. No pun intended. Okay, we will talk more about this later. Because really, I think I have 3 people in here who do play. I want to know, but
it gets really fun. I promise, and it'll be really fast.
Okay, make it quick.
Next is number 1.
Okay.
My brother.
Oh. Yeah. Next one is the next one was my oldest son's character.
The Emperor into the Hangman.
The Emperor into the Hanged Man. Okay.
So it's choices.
Yep.
It's you've got to do, everything's been flipped upside down. You're in a new world, everything's backwards. You're gonna struggle to find your way to being even.
Yep.
But don't try to go straight for being like strong and powerful. Just find yourself a comfortable place. Your next options are going to come to you. Wait for when the time is right.
Yep.
That's the reading there. Which makes sense. It's basically like the don't try to power game, don't try to go for big things.
Just
things will come up and show themselves to you as you need them.
Which is your brother. So, yep.
Next is Rain's character, who was a doctor in life.
Okay.
And is fated to like meet a lover and then lose her over and over. So they drew Justice.
Sorry.
So we get the Justice into the Empress. Again, very fitting.
Yep.
Basically just like, hey, you know, you need another person to help make you whole. And someone has done you wrong.
Yep.
Don't seek vengeance out. Scales will balance themselves.
Yep.
And then the Empress of you need another person to help make you whole.
Yep.
You're not yourself alone.
I really need... And then you have one last person. One. Who's this?
The Tower into Death.
Go away now. I love you. Go away now. The final reading was the Tower leading into the Death card. So chaos is coming, and it's going to start a whole new life. Sorry. Yep. Oh, okay.
Enjoy that last one.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. All right. Ow. Cheese and crackers. All right. So, yeah. This is my life. I am ADHD. The kid is ADHD. And we're both gamers. So, this is just... Yep. Love that typo. It's one that I do. Oh. might have been. Oh. So this is life in this household. But yeah, we're going to be getting the shop up. I'm so excited. I'm having so much fun with that. Let's see, what else are we doing? I am phasing out a lot of my yoga stuff because it's just not gaining traction, which I'm okay with. It will pick up when it's ready to. Let's see, what are we doing? We have people. Yes, I do. I'm doing my own yoga. I'm just not teaching yoga. Sorry, I wasn't clear on that. Let's see, what else are we doing? Trying to get ideas for stuff because Yule is coming, and if I want to offer stuff in the market or in my storefront for Yule, I need to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna offer. So trying to figure out a work party here at the house, at my place, to make candles. That's what I'm looking forward to. Got to get the herbs to make my candles. Local staff, if you guys can gather in the staff chat in the Discord, I really need to chit chat with you guys about that. What else are we doing? I am going to encourage everybody, especially Mimi is not the only one who is struggling to feed themselves right now. Either donate to your local food bank, volunteer with your local food bank. Yep, feed banks. Or host a food drive yourself. Because this is really, this is something near and dear to my heart. Because as I said yesterday, feeding people is a love language for me. And I am worried about the people in my community and my life. Yes, Yeeterus. Scheduled for... Isn't that like right before frickin' Thanksgiving? We're still watching my language from having been out in public today. Yes, it is Thanksgiving week. Nope, the 27th is Thanksgiving. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's the 4th Thanksgiving of the month. That sounds fun. Oh my god. 4th Thursday of the month. See, brain is not braining right now. Alright. Oh, Bitchin' Witch is my Tuesday night podcast. Yeah, that's what the man behind the curtain said, Raven. But yeah. Bitchin' Witch is my Tuesday night podcast where I take on... I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. It's not gonna happen now. Damn it. Tuesday night podcast where I tackle current events or current topics that just have me piss the fluff off. Snap? What about... Oh, yeah. That is the actual... Yep. Oh, that is this week's title. I'm a dorkfish. The title of this week's Bitchin' Witch is what the actual hell is up with Snap. What is Snap? What does it cover? Etc. Etc. Who actually receives it? Do you know the number of military personnel who qualify for SNAP and WIC? And do you realize that most of them do not actually apply for these benefits because they're afraid of getting in trouble with the sponsor's command? Yeah. Yeah, pinching my nose is difficult because of not only the double piercing, but the damn septum. Yep. Raven gets Snap. Mimi gets Snap. I think Andrea said that she does. I mean, a lot of us do. And am I surprised that most of my crew get Snap? Hell no, I'm not surprised. Because Yes. As a man behind the curtain says, do we need some wealthier followers? Yes. Because casino employees, disabled people, and everyday and military spouses just are not rolling in the dough, you know? Hi. Yeah. You're one of the rare ones, babe. I broke it. I will, thank you. And then my watch. Yep. Yep. Mimi's like us, survives on food stamps and Social Security. We make too much for food stamps. Go fucking figure. Right. Yeah, the national average is less than $200 a month. Do you know how much I spend in groceries for just the man behind the curtain and I a week? I average $100 a week. There is a very big hole in my soda can. And unfortunately, the rest of them are out of reach. I am sad. Wait. Oh, this will work. There's a little bit left in there. And there's a lot of bit left in there. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. And I barely set my water bottle down. Haha. No, we're not currently in the control room. We started out on a call between the two of us and just kind of stayed there. Oh, Luna. I hear her crying. All right. I think we're Yeah. Oh, it's that time. Yeah, so what happened is I got home from the hospital, sat down, chit-chatted with him for a couple of minutes, and then took some Tylenol and Motrin, and I'm like, I need to go sit in my chair, put my heating pad on, and I'll pop into a call with you. And then we're like, oh yeah, we were going to do a quick impromptu live after I got home, and we didn't think about the fact we were in a call. I think yep, we are now in control room. Ha! Blackberry water. I thought so. Oh god, it tastes so good. So when I'm not drinking coffee or Dr. Pepper, I drink Hint water, which is flavored water. This is a bottle of cherry, as you can see. It is definitely more expensive than regular bottled water, but it doesn't have... It tastes better than most of the flavored waters you get. I mean, it actually has flavor to it. No sugar, no calories, just flavor, and no artificial sugars, and I really love it because I cannot do plain water. That's kind of interesting, Mimi. I forget that children of disabled parents also receive SSI. It's a mess. Oh, that's why it hurts and itches. I keep forgetting. I think I can take the Band-Aid off, though. I keep wanting to scratch under the Band-Aid, probably because it's one of the Band-Aids I'm allergic to. But like I said, when we started, I got my booster shots, I got flu shot, COVID shot. We kind of ran through anything and everything I might need, and I'm like, yeah, let's just do it all that I need right now, and we'll run with it, which makes me pretty happy. You know, my biggest issue with my VA care is getting to the VA. That is the only real problem I have with it. I have been incredibly lucky that I have had really amazing doctors, because I know a lot of fellow vets who have not. And yeah. But I also know that as long as you treat the people at the doctor's office with respect and kindness and patience, you're going to get a whole lot better treatment than if you're a bitch to them. Wonder who I know who does that. But yes, RSDI is the child of a disabled parent. That's interesting to know. I also know that children of deceased parents receive benefits from Social Security, which is kind of cool. I hate that I hate that the government says, oh, you lost your parent, here, we're going to pay you for them. You cannot put a price tag on a family member. Yeah, don't get labeled combative in your VA medical record and you get much better treatment. I know 2 women who have that in their records, and neither one of them gets the best care at the VA. Gee, I wonder why. And you hear them talking, they're like, oh, but I'm never a bitch to them. Have you heard the way you talk to some medical personnel? That's true. Were you 18 at that point, Raven? I'm not doing math for ages right now, so. But yeah, as the man behind the curtain says, knowing both of the women I'm referring to, I cannot imagine you not being a bitch at any point in time. So, yeah, to you just act normal to them because you're a raging Cuntosaurus Rex. That would be why. Yep. Because, yeah, to you, you're treating them the same way you do everybody. And, you're a raging Cuntosaurus Rex on a normal. So, yeah, well, you're too nice to everybody. And look at how I get treated. I get special perks when I go places because I'm nice and polite and accommodating. Hey, Amy! Oh, trust me, you don't know the 2 women, and quite trust me, it fits them. It's better than saying a turbo cunt. That's true. I still love that word, though. I know it's not what you said logically. I swear to God I heard turbo, which was great. So, Amy, did you hear? We got monetized! I heard turbo, but I was like 20 feet away, so I'm not surprised I misheard it. And honestly, turbo sounds better. I'm so freaking excited. I am such a goofball. Oh my god. That's cold. Holy shit. Ah. Lapis lazuli bracelet, I just put it on and it's cold. That did not feel good. Let's see, what else are we doing? I gotta bop my way out to see Amy soon. Gonna figure out how to do that. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I get... But Raven, you're an asshole to people, but you're a respectful asshole. Yeah. The other 2 that I'm thinking of, no. Yeah. I have witnessed their bullshittery, and it is not pleasant. I have cookies to eat later. Bullfuckery. That sounds good. And yes, I get the silly goofballness from her side. My dad's side... So my dad was a goofball and silly and just cheesy and shit. The incubator chronically had a stick up her ass. They were both the black sheep of their family because my dad's family, what I know of them, most of them have a stick up their ass. And the incubator's family is goofy and silly and fun and just, it's so freaking weird. You're generally respectful, Raven. I have seen you interact with people you hate and are pissed off at. Is it treatsy time? Oh, sorry. I'm listening to him. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to take my earbud out for a couple of minutes until I stop hearing her scream. Thank you! likes to sing and scream and dance for her food. And it's bad enough when you're in the room with it, but hearing her loudly through one ear is not fun. So apparently, oh hello, that might pop. Apparently, while I was gone, I have to read you this because the way he worded it is just beautiful. Tookers was being a whiny little bitch while Mom was gone, and you just have to. Let's see. Okay, so he says, it's mostly worse right now because someone's in the bathroom. And then, oh my god, door shut. Must freak. Bathroom door was shut. Oh my god, loud human. Must freak. Oh my god, leaves at the door. Must freak. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, must freak. Or did I miss the one? Oh yeah, oh my god, I heard the evil supervillain next door. I must freak. Because this dog, he hates the pit bull next door, even though his brother and sister love him. So yeah, my dog is just a goofball. And he gets whiny around dinner time. He will not eat if Mom's not home. And then Spawn is in his room and can get loud. Love my child. He is his mother's son, has no volume control. And every time the Spawn would get loud, the dog would get louder. And then Mom wasn't home. And then Spawn guffawed and laughed loudly, and Tookers went and sang for his supper. So yeah. Oh, I love my furry children. They're goofballs, but I love my furry children. Oh, Hazel's messaging. There we go. Oh, yay. All right. Raven, yes. Raven says their BPD makes them a twat most of the time, and they've learned the art of sarcasm and sass from being Gen X, or Gen X adjacent. And yes, exactly. But you also know when to be respectful. So the respectful part is the key here. Holy shit, how have I already been babbling at you guys for 45 minutes? Holy smoke waffle. Rawr. Let's see, what else are we doing? So, as Raven says, Spawn and Mikado can be considered two of the furry children. They have enough hair. The joke there is Spawn, or not Spawn, but Mikado's nickname from birth has been Sasquatch because this boy came out furry. Blue and furry, so he was nicknamed Beast for a little while. If you're familiar with the X-Men, you'll catch that joke. But yeah, love my children. And now with the middle one, and with Munchkin doing what they're doing, they're becoming more furry. So yeah, it's great. I have amazing kids, though. I love them to bits. Dawned on me tonight that I have 3 of my own that I birthed, 3 that I have helped raise, and then about 5 or 6 that I have adopted. And I'm like, wow. I saw you say something about it. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Raven has started developing facial hair. I'm so excited for them. Yes. Hello. Please don't. No, that's a ticklish spot, pupper. Please keep your nose to yourself there. Certain places I can't easily turn the ticklishness off at. Yep, it's the Jeep spot. Had an amazing day Saturday. Kat will confirm if she's still around. Kat lost power, so she came down here to hang out, to have power, heat, and Wi-Fi. No problem. And then we had made plans with a couple of the bonus kids to come over and hang out for a while. And got to hang out with them. Ooh. Yay. So I had Yeah, and more. I had an office full of people here because Mikado was in here, Spawn was in here, Cat was in here, both of the bonus kids were in here, and then Tookers, of course, had to be as close as he could be to being in here. Luna popped in and out. Sarge was in and out. Fuzzbud is back to hanging out with his humans. Yay! He's doing a little better. Okay, not... Oh, he did not eat yesterday, but I think that's partly on us because we put his food back up where it normally sits, and he's just not quite ready to jump up there yet. Hi, Hazel. Welcome in. Please don't feel bad if you crash out on us. Nobody's going to be upset. Yeah. How was your day today, Hazel? We're doing pretty good here. I spent my day in Seattle at the hospital, at the VA. We're good. Everything's good for the most part. My roller paper towel is sitting outside the bedroom door. I forgot about it when somebody erped. Might need to pick that up later. Ooh, Raven's been on T for a year and a month. Whoop, whoop. That is celebration worthy. Let's see. Does anybody have plans for the holidays? We have Thanksgiving coming up, and we have Veterans Day in 8 days. We have Thanksgiving in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Christmas coming up. Well, Christmas/Yule. What are you guys planning for the holiday season? Tomorrow is National Easy Bake Oven Day. I love that. Let's see, what else? Fingers are cold. I am going to end up unburying my heater and actually using it sometime soon. Because, yeah. What else are we doing? That's kind of a given. Because the fact Veterans Day is a federal holiday. No mail comes that day. My neck just went crack, crack, crack. Chimney Christmas. Okay. Okay. I did not get that. I wonder. All right. Okay. Hysterectomy. Yep. Yeah, I'm hoping to at least be able to volunteer, especially where it's in Issy and much closer to home. Thanksgiving, you're always welcome to come over here. I don't know what we're doing. Probably not doing turkey because the boys aren't big on it, but we do have the spare bonus kid, so I might. But yeah. I have now smacked the mic like 6 times. I apologize, y'all. There's a small part of me, and I don't know if I would be able to do it, especially not if I'm cooking. There's a small part of me that wants to just go live pretty much from the time I get up Thanksgiving morning until late that evening, just so that people have a place to go. You guys have a place to go and hang out when either you don't have family around or your family is getting to the point you want to them. Kids and snacks are more important than sitting here listening to me babble at you. We're good. What's he doing, Tucker Doodles? Scratch, scratch. Circle, circle, scratch, scratch. This dog. Well, Thanksgiving isn't here yet. Thanksgiving is the end of the month. Looking forward to that, though. Okay, ham. We might do ham. We'll figure it out. But... we did do meatloaf once. I got the hugest compliment the other night. I made little mini meatloafs. It was Saturday when all the kids were here. And the bonus kid who lives with us commented, we were talking about me making meatloaf, and he said that mine is the only meatloaf he will willingly eat. And I don't know how to respond to that. I said thank you, and that's so sweet, and I'm just like, I feel so special. It just reinforces that I do actually know how to cook. Because one of my biggest frustrations with my the kid's dad is the fact that, well, he hated my cooking with a pink and purple passion. But part of that was we went shopping for staples once. Oh, Oh, one of the spa chat. Somebody asked me to drop, but who's doing what with how many gophers? Ooh, chicken and stuffing. That could. Oh, green bean casserole. Oh, in the spa chat, somebody asked me to drop my link because they want to watch. Yes, I know, but that's not going to help me going into, yeah, but the Facebook Messenger. Ooh, prime rib for Thanksgiving. That sounds good, too. If I could, not that I have cooked. I think you and her did it. That makes sense. That sounds familiar. I know that we did lamb one year for one of the holidays. Cannot for the life of me remember which one, though. Then it was the Christmas that I was here. Yeah, there was one year. Oh, so, thank you, Amy. So we went shopping for staples, which to me, growing up in a family that cooked, was flour, sugar, eggs, milk, powdered milk, bread, cheese, protein, staples. He filled the cart with TV dinners and complained about me wanting to get the stuff that I was picking up. And I'm like, you said we were shopping for staples. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, honey. Then it dawned on me, his mother doesn't cook. Oh, that sounds so good. And so, yeah, he is used to highly processed, highly salted TV dinners. And his second wife, born and raised in South Carolina and cooks like a Southern woman. So he loves her cooking because everything's deep fat fried. Nope. And salty. So, yeah. It took me long time before I was willing to cook for my family. When I met the Spawn's bio dad and all of the guys off the ship with him, I was thrilled to be able to cook because I had a family to cook for who actually liked my food because it wasn't ship food. And now the man behind the curtain has always appreciated my cooking, which is helpful. Yeah, most of the time. Every once in a while, I will ruin something. Nice. I will either burn the carne asada, undercook the carne asada. Die no longer cooks carne asada. Hey, T-Rex. We have a family recipe that we call white sauce that Amy may be familiar with. It comes from a really ancient Joy of Cooking cookbook. Other families call it shit on a shingle. And we decided to curry it one time. So we added the turmeric, the cumin, and everything to it. It looked disgusting. Tasted amazing. Oh my God. Oh dear Lord. You poor, poor sweet summer child. We'll fix that. So let's see what else. I love to cook. And now I have an Instant Pot, I have a crock pot, I have an electric glass top stove, so that makes cooking easy. We have a convection oven. So yeah, it's ground beef and white gravy, Amy. But so, cooking is much easier than it used to be. The only thing that sucks, not that my dad gave a flying fuck, is you are not supposed to use cast iron on a glass cooktop because it can shatter the cooktop. This made life difficult for me because I grew up cooking in cast iron. So, I have had to learn how to cook in nonstick, but that's okay. What else are we doing? So, and I also learned very Midwestern meals. So, heavy on the carbs, heavy on the starch, low on everything else. Lucky. Yeah, Raven saying chipped beef for those in the UK. Not that we have any of them today. But yeah, I love to cook. T-Rex asks, did I have a nice Halloween, and comments I'm on late. So, we will address... Not tonight. So, I will address the I am on late. I spent the day at the VA hospital, so I was not able to do my normal 1:30 daily draw show. But... we found out early ass this morning, 4:30 this morning, the man behind the curtain came in and woke me up saying, I'm sorry to wake you up, but I couldn't wait to tell you this. We got approved for monetization. So we have the super comments, supers and special comments and shit. So yay, we are making money off of YouTube now. And then did I have a nice Halloween? I kind of did. Oh, excuse me. It was pretty quiet. Thank you. It was pretty quiet. Been in this house for 13 years. We have never once had a trick-or-treater. Kind of sad, but you know what? C'est la vie. I am hoping that by next Halloween, we'll have gotten rid of the cars that are in the backyard and have cleaned it up a little bit more, and I want to do a haunted house in my backyard sometime soon. I mean, I have a freaking professional haunt actor in the house. He can teach the rest of us how to do it. And it just seems like fun. Or do a Samhain ritual in the circle in the backyard. So I'm in a good mood. I'm happy. I'm cheerful. I am exhausted. And yeah, we do a ritual in the circle. We might even live stream it. Because that could be fun. And no, unfortunately, no classics. We have a Pontiac Vibe that got driven into a tree. Then what happened to it? How did it get wrecked? Oh, it was rear-ended. That's right, they rear-ended somebody. And we acquired it because we needed the motor out of it to put into the Man Behind the Curtains vibe. It's still not perfect, but, and then we have 2 Suburbans back there because, 3 kids, 2 adults, 3 dogs, and a cat. We needed people haulers. I don't know that one, Mimi. Oh, and then I'm at the VA today. And I decided, because I've got time to kill, log into one of the local Facebook groups and, yeah, does anybody know what's going on at the middle school? Because, there were some rumors of threats and stuff, and the police are there, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, yay. Number 1, that is the school that my kids went to. And number 2, it is, really close to us. Hey, cat! So I'm like, everything okay over there? Because I am not home to make sure everybody's here. Or everybody's safe and sound. Valley Fair Park. I am not familiar with that one. So, yeah, that was fun to learn. Apparently, somebody went on social media and was making threats against specific teachers and students only by first name. 7th graders, right? We are not in Florida, T-Rex. I'm in Washington. I'm in Seattle area. And I can tell I am very, very thirsty by the amount of this water I am drinking. It's interesting. Okay, I gotta scoot again. Wait, there we go. Yeah, I hear you, hun. Apparently there are a couple of other, Missouri refugees, trans Missouri refugees up here, so we may start a support group. It's a joke. Trust me. But yeah, let's see. Oh, I know someone who might know him because I know someone who is affiliated with the ATC out here. I want to say, let me look her up so I can confirm it before I put my foot in my mouth. I know she does stuff with ATC. What does she do? Doesn't say, damn it. But I am friends with Liliana Blackstar. If Pete Pathfinder knows her, and I'm sure they do. Cause she does a bunch with ATC. Real sweet gal. Oh, yeah. That we heard about that. Okay. So Donegan Gachow, the one of the singers for the Grateful Dead, passed today. May her journey through the veil be swift and painless. There's a lot of shit going down right now. And it sucks. I'll have to look them on. Look them up, Mimi. We are more familiar with things like Scarywood, which takes place at Silverwood in Idaho, and Stalker Farms. And then whatever one frickin' zombie paintball hayride is. Thank you, Thomas Family Farms. Those are the ones that we know the best. Oh, ooh. I would be surprised if Carnation Farms has one. Carnation Farms does a lot of shit. Oh, Remlinger. Yeah, Remlinger is Carnation. That's the one I was thinking of. So here is something interesting, y'all. Here in the valley, we have a... They do. We have a town here in the valley called Carnation. It used to be named Tolt, but when Carnation Dairy, yes, that Carnation Dairy, decided to move their operations to Tolt, the town of Tolt changed their name to Carnation to welcome them. I think this is the craziest thing I have ever heard. Hilariously funny. You're from Florida, but you've been out to the... Yep. I have an adopted big brother. Rumor is that he actually legally adopted my parents. He used to drive for a trucking company out of Cedar Rapids. I am not going to name the company. And because my family lived in Cedar Rapids when Mom got pregnant with me and then moved out to Oregon. And when he figured out where my parents had disappeared to, when he would have a load that brought him out to the West Coast near us, he'd call up and go, "Hey, gonna come visit, be there." And there was one day that he was coming to visit. Mind you, we had CB radios. My parents were big into CB radios, so we had one in the car. I'm sitting in Mom's car with the CB on, waiting for him. And about the time that he was due to be there, I grabbed the mic and I do break 17 and I get, "Hey, little sister, how you doing?" And I'm like, "That's not my name and you know it." I was like 8. Cut and shoot. They used to be small enough if you blinked you missed it. Yep. Oh, Twin Falls, Idaho, or Twin Falls here in Washington? If you're familiar with Twin Falls, Washington, then dude. All right. Hey, Lucky, how you doing? No, Idaho. See, there's a Twin Falls State Park here in the valley. So I'm like, a lot of people, I forget.
Twin Falls in almost every state.
That's true. I forget that there is a rather large town called Twin Falls in Idaho. And it's like, I'm weird. Just like the, oh shit, I was going to say there's another town that there's a town by this name in damn near every state in the union. Let's see, what else are we doing? All right, for those of you who are just popping in, say, hey, hi, how you doing? I'm Di the Yoga Witch. We're just kind of sitting here chit-chatting. This was an impromptu live stream because, well, I spent the day at the VA hospital and I needed a way to decompress that didn't drive my poor husband insane, or more so than he already is. So y'all get to put up with me. I'm just... Yes, plus we are celebrating... Blaine, Idaho is gorgeous. Or, yeah, Blaine. Yeah, Blaine. I know what you're talking about. God, brain. Anyway, we are celebrating because, well, 4:30 this morning, my darling husband comes and wakes me up and says, I hate to wake you up, but we got approved for monetization this morning. And I'm like, yes. So happy, joy. And then he starts talking about the fact that, you know, we're going to have so much fun when I do my daily draw and all of that. And I'm like, hospital. Damn it, you're not going to be doing your daily draw. Okay, we'll just go live when you get home. So that's what we're doing here. And I am hyper as all fluff right now. I do somewhat apologize, but only somewhat because, well, I am insane. Oh, we've been just a little over an hour. You're good, Andrea. VA went well. We did the x-rays. Doctor thinks that, if it's not something that the dog did to my finger, chances are I am developing arthritis in my hands. Does not surprise me terribly much because I remember my mom when I was little being on medication for arthritis because of her hands. And, so I am older than she was when she was on those. I do know that a large number of the women in the family have developed arthritis. Let's see. She refilled some of the meds I needed. Yay! That was a happy joy. And then renewed renewed one referral, put in another new referral. So all in all, we're doing pretty good. I would love to be, if I wear the copper, I have to have it inside something because I'm allergic to it, but it might. But so far it's just my right pinky, but I am developing the wonderful lumps and bumps in my knuckles. So, we'll see. Oh, well, happy birthday! We didn't do a candle today, but, I would have lit the current candle for you. I'm glad we can help you end your birthday on a happy note. Birthdays are awesome. Yeah, I have 2 days until. So happy about that one. Yep. Yes, Kat, I kind of am. Oh, well, that's okay. We're back up. Okay. That's what I'm concerned about, T-Rex, is I'm wondering if somehow I jammed it or if I was out with the dog, because both the little man here and the big guy, when Tookers decides he wants to go sniff something, ain't nothing stopping him, and he has done damage to this hand before, so I wonder if he tweaked my hand. Yup. The more birthdays you have, the older you get. Yup. I would not want to have arthritis in my hips. Yeah, no shit. I have loved ones who have hip dysplasia, and I do not. Nope. I am so glad I don't have to deal with that. Unfortunately, they are much younger than I am. I'll have a good one, Silent King. I am hoping I don't develop arthritis in my back. God's no. I know my grandmother had issues with her back, the incubator's mom. Because that is part of how I know that me and cortisone shots do not mix well. I'm honestly concerned about my lower back because it will scream. However, Jinx is back. Oh, cool. No, I think they were saying hi at the same time as someone. Oh. It is Jinx. I am so sorry, Jinx. My brain is kind of on vacation right now because of the all day at the VA. Yep, I saw Silent King took off. Doink. Oh, you know what? I see Hope and my brain says Hazel. That's why I called Jinx by the wrong name. Derp. My brain was registering that Hope was Hazel. I hate my brain. My problem with my back, I'm pretty sure, is muscular because when I went to PT, the physical therapist I was working with, he and I had done a bunch of the exercise and it really wasn't helping much. And he's like, "Do you mind if I try some massage here?" And I'm like, "I will do anything to make this better." So he kind of worked on the side that was really painful. I mean, really worked on that. And then he's like, "Okay, I need to work on the other side for a minute." And he worked on that and he's like, "Oh." Worked on it for a minute, went back to the bad side and worked on it. And he's like, "Oh, I am so glad I looked at the good side because this tells me just how to," as he digs like a knuckle or something into it, "just how bad this is." And I'm like, "Oh my God, that hurts so bad." But I know I just have to get through it because as soon as he's done, it's going to feel so much better. I know it's going to work. And then he got done. We finished the session for the day. And I went for a little bit of a walk. I walked over to the groceries or the Stop and Rob to grab a drink. Came back and I'm sitting there waiting for the man behind the curtain to come get me. And I'm like, I walked all the way over there and back and it didn't feel like I was walking through molasses and my back isn't screaming. The hell did he do to me? Wow. And now I've got to figure out how to be able to find my voice with my massage therapist and tell her that this is what I need her to do. But I doubt I'm going to figure that out anytime soon because I am so passive and submissive and almost never speak up. And I'm working on it with her. I really, really am. And she gets mad at me when I don't. I want to use a percussive massager. Yep, I want to use a percussive massager, but I can't do that on my shoulders and neck because of the disc replacement. Yep, arthritis is a term for conditions that involve inflammation, pain, stiffness, and I have multiple autoimmune disorders at this point, but I was tested for RA about 20 years ago. Do not have RA, but what is commonly referred to as granny arthritis runs rampant in the family. So I am also a musician, played flute for many, many, many years, played saxophone for many, many, many years, flute, sax, piccolo, oboe. That's, constantly running fingers. I type a lot. So I would not be surprised if I have, overused my fingers. I know what it means. Yeah, tendonitis kind of stuff or tennis elbow kind of shit. Yeah. Oh, so I have problems with my left arm just not wanting to, go above here most days. I can't. Yeah. So the doctor was looking at it and she's like, I think I know part of what's wrong with it. Can't remember what she said, but it's something to do with the tendon gets impinged and the nerve gets impinged, and so it just kind of hurts like a motherfucker. And so that's why we're going back to physical therapy. Carpal tunnel is evil. 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 My dad had carpal tunnel and actually had the surgery done. Yep. Oh my gosh. I love you guys, but I swear it's the ones who really can't afford to share money with me that are paying me. I feel loved. Y'all are really awesome. Trust me, and I appreciate it so much. Yep. Tendonitis. That's fun. Thank you, Raven. I love you. Raven bought me dinner tonight without knowing it. Apparently, they sent me money a few days ago, and I did not know about it. And I'm sitting at the hospital, and I've got an hour to kill, at least. And I am starving. Mind you, this isn't like 4:30 in the afternoon, and the damn commissary and the cafeteria close at 2. And I'm just like, hungry bitch. So I'm sitting there going, I can't leave the hospital because my ride's going to be here at 5:30 and I don't have the money to go anywhere and come back. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I have Uber. I can Uber Eats myself something. Do I have money? Nope, don't have much in the checking in that account. Don't have anything on the card. So I start scrolling through, my my apps. And I get the Cash App and there's money there and I'm like, yes, wait, where the hell did that come from? So I look and lo and behold, she says it's like I'm throwing money, and then Raven just sends me a rainbow. Thank you. I love you guys. And I'm like, Cash App has money. Sweet. I have dinner. So originally I was planning, okay, I'm going to get Jack in the Crack. I haven't had Jack in the Box in ages. Jack in the Box was really expensive. And I'm like, wait a minute. Subway's close. Subway's cheap. I have Subway. So guess what? I have Subway cookies. Ooh, Italian sandwiches are good. What did I do? Oh, sorry. The bag crinkling. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Let's see. Why is the frame off? Little after 8 o'clock. Not bad. It both does not feel like it's 8 o'clock, and it also feels like it's midnight. And it's Monday, so Jon Stewart's on tonight. Whoop, whoop. Happy, happy joys. You're back for 9 years. Okay. Or olden days and how folks could just get Mr. Winslow's soothing syrup. Yes. See, for those of you who've been around for a while, you probably saw my blanket last week. I had the cannabis flower behind me, or the cannabis leaf blanket. I use cannabis as my pain med because, well, it treats the chronic pain. It helps me deal with the migraines. It helps me deal with the PTSD and all of the shit that comes with that. It helps me regulate my appetite. It helps with so much, including my sleep. And so, it helps. And I am one of those people that I can do CBD, but I need at least a little bit of THC to activate it in my system. I am allergic to narcotics, which is all kinds of fun. No, the opioids, yep. Hi, Social Puppy. Letting my foot back. So after I had this surgery, I will just say my surgeon has a famous father. And my surgeon asked, so what are we doing for pain management? I'm like, well, I can't do opioids because I'm allergic, but I use cannabis, so I'm planning on using that as my pain management. And he's like, that works. No, I have not, Andrea. We're doing pretty good. Hey, Bob. And after we had talked about that, I was reading about his dad again because, well, I used to be a fan of his dad's. And come to find out that his dad uses cannabis for his migraine treatments and has since before it was legalized. And I'm like, that explains why he didn't bat an eyelash at me saying that's how I was going to manage post-operative pain. So that was pretty cool. And let me tell you, having this guy as my surgeon with who his father, that was just trippy as hell. Kind of cool. And the fact that he's a spinal surgeon in a little town in Washington just blows me away. But hey, he's happy. Let's see, what else? I am furry as hell. Necklaces fell down. Bad. Not quite back to normal, but he's almost there. He is, he's not wanting to jump up places yet. But other than that, he's pretty much acting like his normal self. He's not hiding under the bed as much. He's still kind of slowing down and sleeping a lot, which means he's still not quite back to normal, but he's getting there. And if he's not back to normal, if he's not back to normal in about another week or so, I'm going to take him back to the new vet up the next town over. Well, the next big town over. And say, okay, we're ready for the blood work. But speaking of the new vet, I love this. So I took him to a cat hospital vet. And first, on the back of the envelope, you can see the writing here. It says, "Welcome, Chief Purball McFuzzbutt," which is his full name. And then they sent me this really adorable card that everyone in the practice signed. You can see all of the different colors. And a letter that explains that they use the feel-away diffusers in the entire practice. And they are, I think it's the fear-free is what they're hoping to have the entire. Yes. Most of our doctor team and licensed technicians are fear-free certified. Our target is for our entire team to be certified in the future. So they are a really awesome clinic. And what they quoted for the x-rays alone was half the price of our regular vet. So we're like, yeah, not doing that. And while our regular vet is a really awesome vet hospital, yep, certify. And so while they're a really awesome hospital, they are kind of expensive. They are, to my knowledge, they are actually the most expensive vet in the valley. We think we're going to go back to using the traveling vet who will bring his mobile clinic and park it in our driveway, and I just need to walk the dogs out to him, which, love it. The fact that we have that option here is just beautiful. Because it's a lot less stressful for the animals to be able to just take him out to him in the front yard. It's cool. Oh, the pepperoni I'm not but otherwise, and the hot pepper relish, otherwise that sounds good. I gotta feed the hubby soon too. Think you will. You're making him hungry. I know. Do I have a thingamajigger? Mother frogger. Oh well, I'm just gonna see if it turns it red. I need to put something on my poor lips. They feel like they're getting dry and chapped again. Haha. Smells good. Life is good sometimes, you know? Making them, getting approved for the monetization, being able to do the, it is Tarte Maracuja Juicy Melt Mask. It's their clear one called Glaze. Look at the, oh, he's fixing it. Hold on. Okay. Look at the applicator. It's a little fuzzy pillow thing. It actually feels kind of good when you're... Okay. It feels kind of good when you're actually applying it. And it feels really good when it's on too. And the lipstick that I have on under it is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Tattoo, which has the felt tip liner. And then, yeah, turn it this way. Gloss. I wear almost nothing but Tarte makeup these days. It has taken me a long time to find a cosmetic brand that I am not allergic to, that comes in the right colors for me. I know. In one of the pictures Hazel sent, we have similar taste in makeup. Oh, Subway BLT. Yeah. Go ahead, go get some rest, T-Rex. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Sleep well. Yep. See, I don't heat my sandwiches. Yep. The only sandwich I really, really like warmed up is when I'm having chicken, such as the Subway sweet onion chicken teriyaki or just the chicken breast. Well, I don't have hamburger sandwich. That's a hamburger. Hamburgers are not a sandwich any more than hot dogs are. Hamburgers and hot dogs are not sandwiches, maybe by technicality, but they're It's a hamburger on a bun. Yeah, Hazel says that's not a bad thing. Oh, girl. I'm going to end up sending Hazel pictures of my makeup collection. That could be a bad thing. I am a makeup maven. I absolutely love makeup. At one point I wanted to be a makeup artist because it's just so much fun. And yeah, that didn't work well either. Yep. The steak sandwiches are better heated up too. Steak tends to be easier to bite and more tender when it's warm. So that makes a difference. Cheesy garlic steak. Go get some rest, Lucky. Steak that you were you were getting yeah. You were getting the shredded, not shredded, but fuck my life, I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. Yeah, the steak and cheese. Oh, honey, perfume? You're in the wrong one, but I have, so yeah. Man behind the curtain, the other one. Other camera. This shelf is about half of my perfume collection. I worked at Torrid for 4 years, and I absolutely fell in love with some of the bottles. And so every time we would get to the point we were, getting rid of the sampler bottles, they would go home with me, and none of them are up there. That's just my Sunflowers, my Victoria's Secret, my minis, my Katy Perry Meow. And the whole reason I have Meow is if you're a child of the 80s and 90s and you remember Electric Youth. Yeah, this is the purr. Meow smells exactly like Electric Youth. And the first time I got a sniff of it, I'm just like, that is my perfume. And so I wear it occasionally. When I want to smell more mature, I will wear either the Victoria's Secret Desire or one of the Sunflower scents. And then occasionally, because there's some fake obsession, I've got a couple of tiny bottles of real obsession. I will wear those occasionally. My high school sweetheart, who the spawn is named for, wore obsession. And obsession for men and obsession for women smell exactly the same. I'm in boot camp and we're marching back to the barracks. And I go, I look at the RDC, my RDC, and I'm like, are you wearing obsession? And she's like, how did you know? It's my favorite cologne and perfume. She never wore it again. One with my division. Oops. But yep, I have certain perfumes that I absolutely love. I have to be very careful with scents because the spawn is asthmatic like his mother, and the man behind the curtain gets migraines easily. My scent the last couple of days has been Juliet Has a Gun. I cannot remember who makes it, but it's a fairly well-known fragrance. Oh, shit, yeah. Pew has a pew pew. It's a really pretty scent. Oh, not a perfume. Juliet has a... Ooh, grilled cheese with jam. Jam or ham? Jam, no. Ham and cheese, yes. Could be. And let's see. So, poor Will was the recipient of a reel that I had today. Him and like 5 other people. Ooh, that sounds good. And it was discussing this guy and his 19-year-old son went to the store with the munchies. And they should not have been sent to the store unsupervised because they picked up a tub of cheesecake filling, no-bake cheesecake filling, Reese's peanut butter, chocolate graham crackers, and meltable chocolate, and decided they were making peanut butter cheesecake cookie or sandwiches, and then coating them in chocolate. And I'm like, that sounds so good. So I sent it to most of the people I could think of that, are stoners, and I sent it to like 6 people, and 3 of them have said, I don't like peanut butter. And I'm like, well, sucks to be you, because this sounds really good. And Hazel doesn't like chocolate. Will and our buddy, who's a chef, the buddy likes chunky peanut butter, not creamy, and Reese's peanut butter is too sweet and textureless for his taste. So, yeah. Hey, Andrea, welcome back. I'm trying to drive my poor husband insane by talking about food. Son of a bitch. I'm sorry, darling. I'm a bad wife. Okay, that makes me feel better. And then there's, this stuff. No, it is not what you think it is, even though it's kind of what it says it is. It is Meow-Joanna. It's kitty nip. It's kitty crack. There is actually a brand of catnip called Kitty Crack. Chocolate and peanut butter, yep. What this was, Andrea, you came in on the end of it. Oh, that actually sounds yummy. This guy went to the grocery store with his teenager and had the munchies. So they picked up chocolate graham crackers, no-bake cheesecake filling, Reese's peanut butter, and Ghirardelli chocolate melts, and decided they were going to make cheesecake sandwiches, peanut butter cheesecake sandwiches, and coat them in chocolate. It looked really good. See, fig Newtons and sharp cheddar cheese sounds a lot like apple pie with cheddar cheese, neither of which have I been brave enough to try, although I have a feeling I would really like them. But I am also the one that I was in my 40s before I finally got brave enough to try apples and peanut butter, which I now very much enjoy. It did look really good. And the sprinkles were really cute, too. I can tell it's late night for some of us, and we're just talking late night munchie meals. Some stoners. This is why everybody is convinced Scooby and Shaggy are stoners. But some stoners are some of the best freaking chefs. That's why I have my two really good with infused foods on tap to be the chefs for my Yoganibus retreat. So, who would be interested in that one? Just curious of all of you. Eventually, I plan on hosting a retreat. That's okay. I plan on hosting a retreat where all of the food, all of the drink is, infused with cannabis. You are encouraged to consume cannabis before the yoga sessions, etc., etc. Of course, there will be non-infused food and beverage for those who do not wish to partake. But, you know, I just thought it would be fun. Yeah. Yeah. Medicated. Because I think it would be so much fun. And I do happen to know two people who... one of them, she specializes in infused foods, and the other one is just really good at it. I had a feeling Will would, and I have to do it in a legal state, so I'm trying to figure out, do I do where on the West Coast? Yeah, Nevada is an option. Nevada, if I could figure out where in Vegas to do it, it would work out the best, because then one of my chefs wouldn't have to travel to me. Oh, honey, we do that all the time. Oh, she hasn't seen me do yoga. Yeah, I moo and cow pose on a regular. That sounds good. I have done downward dog with a dog under me, though, so hey. Yes, I have done downward dog and Bork. Although it's really funny when I get into downward dog and Sergeant decides that's time to come clean Mom's nose. The number of times I have fallen out of a pose because of the dogs doing something goofy ass. Oh. And she names 3 of my favorites that she doesn't like, and I love spicy food. Well, that's okay. So my normal, that is true. Yeah, I had not done avocados because the incubator convinced me I would hate them, and guacamole, until the man behind the curtain and I were at Whole Foods, killing time after a doctor's appointment or a dentist's appointment. And we tried the guacamole at Whole Foods. And we're like, I actually kind of like that. And then we were at one of our favorite Mexican restaurants, and you can order what they call tableside guac, which is where they bring all of the makings out and literally make the guacamole right in front of you with a mortar and pestle. And oh my God, that stuff is so good. But I love guac. I actually have come to enjoy avocados on like burgers and stuff. Grapefruit, ribby red grapefruit. Oh. Why am I not surprised? We now use avocado oil as our cooking oil. Blood oranges are just, I love those. My oldest, though, really loves them. Grapefruit is, I love grapefruit. When I was on a medication that I couldn't eat grapefruit or drink grapefruit juice, I cried. And then I figured out that if I skipped that med for like a day and a half, I could then have a grapefruit juice and then go back on it, and I was fine. Doctor thought it was hilarious that I did this. Is pepper jack cheese actually kind of spicy? Okay, so I'm just used to the mild shit that your dad buys because your dad can't do anything more than salt and pepper as for spice. Roger that. I do that too. I will slice a grapefruit in half, and that's a snack. Testicle sauce. See, I didn't start eating pepper jack cheese until, again, I met the man behind the curtain. And his dad will throw it on burgers when we barbecue. But his dad, if you put more than salt and pepper in something, it's too spicy for him. The man hates my cooking. So yeah. Cause see, yeah, I know. Oh God, Tillamook Tillamook cheese period is amazing. Habanero peppers. See, I'm not a pepper person. I love spicy food, but I won't just eat the peppers. I can't do jalapenos unless they're mixed into food. Such as, isn't it our tacos that we do the jalapenos and chilies in? Yeah. Yeah. When I cook Mexican food, it gets chilies and jalapenos, and depending on what I'm doing and how long I'm cooking it, I'll splash a little bit of tequila in, because excuse me, the man behind the curtain and tequila don't agree. And then salsa, usually their salsa, not mine. The reason I use their salsa and not mine, I eat peach pineapple salsa, and I'm the only one in the house that likes it. Go figure. And then my go-to 99.9% of the time when I am cooking is going to be either chicken stir fry, because I just buy the cubed chicken from Safeway, and they have these awesome frozen bags of stir fry veggies. Just toss it in, stir it up. And that gets a little bit of sake splashed in. Or my other go-to is beef with broccoli. Because, I mean, come on. How freaking easy. Nothing beats Tillamook cheese, period. I was shocked at myself. Speaking of Tillamook. Tillamook is not only a town in Oregon, but they also have one of the most famous dairies in the country. So amazing. Yeah, well, was the town named after the dairy, or was the dairy named after the town? I'm not sure. I order my groceries delivered because, well, no vehicle makes it hard to go grocery shopping. So the store that supplies us is the one in the big town, and they were out of my Lucerne dairy yogurt, right? I love this yogurt, and I had to substitute it with Yoplait. Thank you, babe. I was coming up with Dannon, and that's not right. So I had to substitute with Dannon, which I used to eat. Yeah, come to find out, I don't like Yoplait. I know. I explained. I was thinking Dannon, but Dannon was not correct. So I had to substitute my Lucerne for Yoplait. With Yoplait. And I'm eating the Yoplait, and I'm like, I don't like the Yoplait anywhere near as much as I like the Lucerne, which just made me laugh at myself. That's what I thought. They're still out of my yogurt, though, so whatever. I bought a big tub. Texture's not right. Fuck my autism. hate it. Thank you. I thought it was the town was named for the Tillamook tribe, and then the dairy was named for the town that it's in. And the county. So, yes, Tillamook is my favorite. I love Tillamook ice cream. Tillamook cheese. Yeah, it's great. I've been to the Tillamook dairy a few times. It's great. The only dairy that I will eat their ice cream over Tillamook is Umpqua. Yep. I have chased everybody off by babbling about food. Bah. Bah humbug. Of course, Will likes Umpqua. I took a field trip in elementary school to the Umpqua Dairy. And the only thing I remember about it was watching them fill the gallon tubs. And the fact that all of us kids got ice cream before 11 o'clock in the morning. It was my favorite field trip I ever took with that class. Can't remember what grade I was in, though. Oh, my God. You and her? Yep. Oh, you ain't kidding, Andrea. Oh, yeah, especially if you're there during the summer. Best time to go to the Tillamook Cheese Factory is in the dead of winter when nobody is there. I didn't think you were with us. I want to say it was like 2nd or 3rd grade. Pretty sure it was 2nd grade because I was with Mrs. Hunter. Oh, that sounds so good. Yep. Urgh. Oh, God, yeah. I can imagine having an anxiety attack with the crowd there. There are a few places on the Oregon coast that you've got to know when to hit them so that you avoid most of the crowds. I went to the Oregon Coast Aquarium, when Keiko was there. During the summer. During tourist season. Right after I got home from the Navy. The only reason I know this is I had red hair in the pictures. And I'm just like, how did I survive that? That was crazy. It was cool getting to see Keiko, though. Keiko was pretty awesome. I know. That's part of what reminded me of that trip. It was that trip that my parents decided we were going to have annual memberships to the aquarium. So we'd go over there 2 to 3 times a year. It was kind of cool. Yep, that is pretty much the same way the man behind the curtain is, Andrea. An introverted empath and yeah. I am an empath, and I am an extroverted introvert. But the more time I spend around people, the more I hate people. I was so very sad that Keiko died. I was very glad that he went back up to Alaska and was able to be mostly free. But yeah, I cried. Oh, Free Willy too. Most kids our age have. When they brought him to the Oregon Coast Aquarium, I was so freaking excited. Because I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And he was rescued from the really shitty place. Our anniversary's in mid-September. Wait, October. Wrong anniversary die. But so our anniversary is mid-October, so we go all sorts of places and nobody is interested in going any of them. A few years back, we went to this little western town here in Washington. And I did not realize at the time when the man behind the curtain and I were discussing going and playing putt-putt. I was really excited, and then I was looking around, and I'm like, maybe not. And he was really, really, really insistent. I did not realize the man had never played putt-putt before. So I'm like, okay, I'm down. We're going to have fun with this. Because it was an outdoor putt-putt, and there were leaves all over the course. And they're like, they're just hazards. They're just hazards. We had so much fun, and we laughed at each other so hard. Because I'm sorry, if you play putt-putt and keep score, you are a stick in the mud who has a competitive streak that needs to be destroyed. Vanquished, yes. Because who keeps score for putt-putt? The whole point of putt-putt is to, smack the ball and laugh at yourself because, you goof up the obstacles. Understandable, Will. Yes. I think that was one of my 2 favorite anniversary trips, though. That one and, I think we went down to Multnomah Falls like 3 times. That was really cool. Meh. Okay. No. Oh, God, no. I honestly can't remember. I know we were... I was very good at I am also the one who got kicked out of the putt-putt place in freaking Seaside, banned for life. But no, we were too busy laughing at each other to be able to keep score because it was so fun. I'm trying to convince him to let me drag him when we have money to one of the family fun centers to play putt-putt. But, yeah. Yes, but we didn't play putt-putt that night. We did go-karts instead, if I remember right. We did go-karts. Shell and Mal were just agog at how good one of the boys is at skee ball. Can't remember which of the boys is a skee ball master. Probably that one. But yeah. We wanted to play putt-putt, but I think the putt-putt course was closed. Seaside is awesome. Speak of the fucking devil and he doth appear. Guess what? We got approved for monetization. Okay, so, no. I actually was not the problem, as usual. So, backstory is my dad was extremely active with the American Legion when I was a kid. And one of the favorite places for the Oregon State Legion to have their convention every year was in Seaside. So, my brothers and I were left to our own devices during the day. And we're wandering through Seaside. This is mid-'80s. Had to be early 80s because the oldest was still home. And there's this putt-putt place. Indoor putt-putt. My brothers learned very early that if they told me to do something, I would do exactly as told. So they told me, hit the ball as hard as you can. Hit the ball as hard as you can here. So I did so. I ended up ricocheting the ball off of 3 different walls and almost launched it out the front door into the parking lot. So while, yes, technically I was the one at fault, my brothers were the ones who knew better and should have known not to tell me to do this. So the 4 of us got banned for life. I have walked back into that place once and got reminded I was banned for life. Mind you, I was a very small child when this happened. I walked back in as a fully grown adult and they're like, nope, you're not allowed here. Okay. No, the person that owned the place knew the family. I didn't know this at the time. So yeah, they knew my brothers, and yeah. Yup, that was kind of entertaining. Yep, my brothers... See, my brothers loved getting me in trouble. I have paid for my brother's sins so many times. So yeah. These are the same brothers that the youngest of my brothers did not learn, though. He took me golfing while I was pregnant with Mikado. And he stood over the hole, or right behind the hole. And he's like, so, what you want to do here is you want to whack the ball as hard as you can straight at me. I did exactly as I was told. He hit the deck. Had he not hit the deck, my nephew would not be here today. He's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, you told me to do it. Almost. Go get some sleep, Raven. We will talk to you soon. But yeah, my brother is not the smartest crayon in the batch. In the box. My x-ray tech was a Navy corpsman tonight. Don't ask me how A went to B. My x-ray tech was a corpsman tonight. That was kind of cool. Chatted with him about that. Go get some rest, Hazel. Blessed be. Sleep sweet. Dream deep. So yeah, I'm hyper. I'm happy. I'm super freaking excited about getting the freaking monetization shit. Whoop whoop whoop. Life is good. So what are you up to tonight, Mike? Oh, my eyes are itchy. Heard about your tarot draw. That was hilarious. Oh, so apparently the game is over because he's quiet and he's in here. I am weird. Let's see, what else? Took jewelry with me to the hospital. Gave one of my business cards to my new primary care doctor. Oh no, heard about yours too. My new primary care doctor, and she's like, ooh, I need that in my life, so that's gonna be entertaining. Still not breathing real great, so I'm probably going to use my inhaler later. What are we doing? Man behind the curtain is doing something on my monitor, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out what he's doing. Jesus Christ, how many versions of me do you have up on your screen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see 7 of my face. Wait. 8 of my face on his monitors right now. Good Lord. That is scary. Oh, there's 10? 11. That is very frightening. I can barely handle... I can barely handle seeing 2 of my face as I'm streaming this shit. How he puts up with 12 of me, I don't know. Yep. Oh, God. Your son says hi. Yep. So, I am that wonderful cursed little sister of 8, 10, and 12 years younger, so they had so much fun. They had so much fun torturing me as a kid. Yeah. No, I don't. I think they figured that if it was little sister doing it, people would forgive me because I was such a little kid. No. Yoink. Tooker's abandoned me. God, I can't quit yawning. Oh, and it's yep. Oh, she's a little kid. Nobody's gonna get mad at her. Right. It is Jon Stewart on The Daily Show tonight. Super excited about that idea. I love Jon Stewart. He's so freaking cool. Okay. Wonder who the host for the rest of the week's going to be. Last week was Desi. Probably going to have Costa this week. But yes, my brothers regularly did the, oh, she's cute. You can't get mad at her. She's a little kid. Yeah, go fuck yourselves. People hated me because of them. My brothers were wonderful. Okay. Apparently he's popping his view up here, so bear with us here. Doink. Here's the story. Nope. Sitting in the waiting room for the VA for my appointment, because I caught transit there. They got me there an hour early, which is why I got my COVID booster and my flu shot. Then I wandered over to the clinic. Planted my happy ass there. Started chit-chatting with the other gal that was in the waiting room. Definitely older than I was. And just kind of chit-chatting with her. Real nice gal. And it's half the fun of sitting in the waiting room for the women's clinic is befriending the other veterans. Because, I don't know, I'm just weird that way. And I know part of the reason I'm yawning is my oxygen sats are slightly low. They were at like 96 when they checked me into the clinic. I see him moving. He's a shadow. I'm guessing you guys, can they see the picture yet? Okay. So this is, well, okay, this on the vertical lie, that one. That's where y'all can see him. Or at least that's where it is on my monitor. Ah, nobody in there. Okay. It is fun. Yeah, you've done it a few times. Mikado goes to the VA with me occasionally. So, it's fun. I get to just sit there. The only problem today was it was chilly outside. So, yeah, I'm very, very grateful that I don't smoke anymore. The number of hours I have spent hanging out in the smoke shacks at that VA. Mm-hmm. The yawning thing is driving me insane. Yep. That's pretty much it. Oh, and they love seeing kids there. Oh, there was this one woman. I'm pretty sure she was younger than I was. She had a little one in a stroller, and I'm like, oh, I remember those days. And she just kind of looked at me, and I'm like, I have been coming to this VA for 20 years, and my youngest was about your little one's age when we started. He's 22 now. She's like, oh, yeah. I would not be surprised. As long as it's not, yeah. I still know some people down there. Well, wait, you kind of know that. You're friends with my niece. That was trippy to find out, let me tell you. My niece and I added each other on Facebook ages ago, and I'm scrolling through her friends, and I come across Will here, and I'm like, oh, I know him! And my niece is like, how do you know him? And I'm like, he was one of my very first friends. And she's like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've known him for ages. I don't think she realized that we were the same age until right then. Ah, okay. But yeah, oh my God. I love it. it's a small world. I know I told the story recently. May have just told it yesterday, but reading one of the clickbait articles in my start menu, incidents that remind people that it is a small world. My story like that is I was a friend of mine passed away, and the man behind the curtain and I went down to the funeral, and we're sitting in this Sherry's, which was like Denny's. All of the Sherry's are now closed. I'm sad. But we're sitting in this Sherry's, and the waitress comes over, and somehow we start talking about where we were from, and she commented that she was from where the area Will lives, where I grew up. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, why? And I'm like, wonder if you knew my brothers or my sister-in-law. And she's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, they all graduated from that high school. She's like, what years and what were their names? And I'm like, gave years, gave names. And she's like, I don't know any of the boys, but I do know her. And I'm like, that's crazy. That is my sister-in-law. She and my brother have been dating since she was a freshman in high school and he was a junior. And she's like, wait a minute, that's your brother? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh my God, he was one of the popular kids. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But the town I graduated in is like 6 hours north of where my brothers went to school. So that's definitely a small world moment. Sherry's was awesome. Andrea knows Sherry's? Why do I keep forgetting where Andrea is from? So, Mike, possibly. Mike, you actually bring up a good point. This woman was talking about a self-defense class she took, and the instructor told the women straight up, if you are in a situation with a man that you don't feel safe, make eye contact. And when you do, open your eyes wide so that they can see your full iris. Because making eye contact proves that you are not submissive and you're not going to go down without a fight. And the opening your eyes and being able to see the entire iris, that is like a predator thing. They see the entire iris and it freaks them out. And the human brain goes, that person is psycho as fuck. I'm not going to fuck with them. And it works. So yeah, you have a point. Do what? He's chuckling that evil oh God, now he's doing the laugh. What did you figure out, my love? Yes. Part of it, yes. Yeah. You stare at them and stay quiet, and it freaks them out because it confuses them. Because you are not reacting in the expected manner. It's great. It's also one of the reasons, I'm pretty sure that is one of the reasons why when I was in boot camp, I couldn't not look at my RDC. She actually bitched at me one time, and I'm like, all due respect, petty officer, but I am a survivor, and if I'm not looking at you, I will panic and have a freak fest, and you don't want that. And she's like, no, we don't. Thank you. Appreciate your understanding. Yes, the Kubrick stare. You're welcome, Andrea. Sherry's and IHOP. Oh, God. Andrea knows the good places to hang out at 2 o'clock in the morning. IHOP, Sherry's, Denny's. Those are 3 places that you generally do not plan on going. You just end up there at 2 o'clock in the morning. Another aspect of that for self-defense is if you're out walking alone and a guy is following you or whatnot, or you've got a creepy guy in the vicinity, make eye contact with them. Because A, it humanizes you, and B, you make eye contact with them and they then realize that shit happens, you're going to be able to pick them out of a lineup. You are going to now recognize them. And they will leave you alone. Thank you. That was attractive. He belched in my ear. Sorry. Like you're sweet and innocent. Hey, kiddo. Thank you. I'm so excited. I was only if you were alone or with somebody, just saying. Yeah, exactly. Man. Oh, now there's an idea of something I could offer. Magical self-defense. Okay, I have the notebook in front of me. It's getting written down. Defense against the dark arts. We do not support the turfy bitch in this house, but yes. Dark arc. Oh, dear goddess. Wrong notebook die. Dark arc. Height. I love my children. Oh, that is creepy AF. I hate that. There we go. Haha. One of them days. All right. It is 9 o'clock. Holy shit. That is really, really, really creepy, though. Although I have one of my social media goddesses has had similar shit happen to her. They have had people just creep them the fluff out at the food bank. They had someone try to follow them home, and they've had transphobic shit thrown at them because one of her kids is a trans child. Is a trans, that didn't sound right. But is trans. So yeah. Yeah, it is getting kind of late. I did not realize how late it was getting, and I'm just sitting here kind of blah, 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 blah. I'm so happy and hyper tonight, though. I left the house and was out of the house for most of the day today, and this is me when I have been out of the house for that long. 5 hours. If I am out of the house for more than about 2 hours, I get wee. Yes. You got a point, kiddo. And yes, both kids do. Some people need to land on their ass a couple of times before they listen. It's still plan C or D, definitely not plan A. Very true. I did try very hard to teach my children that violence should never be your first choice. However, if someone else starts it, you damn well better finish it. I did tell my children that if anybody took a swing on them at school and they finished it and got suspended, I would take them out for ice cream. Oh, that is freaky as I hate it. That thought. I mean, yeah, I've got you guys here in chat, but there's like 3 or 4 of you chatting with me, and it says I've got 7 people watching, and my brain is going, who is watching me and doing things that I don't want to think about? So here. But I try very hard not to think about that shit. Very proud of the fact that I did teach my kids, though, to defend themselves. Yeah, honey, you need to take it easy and not overdo it. I know how hard that is because you don't want to take the time to rest and heal. You want to be doing shit, but you're going to pay for it if you do too much. But hey, I'm one to talk. I was recovering from ectopic pregnancy surgery and I went to fucking Disneyland 3 days later. Did not use a wheelchair. I walked. What was I thinking? I genuinely do not know. Had a blast though. But yeah. Yep. Wise words. I wonder where he learned that one from. Oh my god, it fit. Yep. So I have this cute little box. I keep all sorts of trinkets and shit in it from time to time. And just now I'm like, gee, wonder if the catnip will fit. Can you imagine living with me like this? I feel sorry for the people who had to live with me. The few who've done it by choice, I question their sanity. But, you know.
I resemble that remark.
I know you do. That's why I looked your way. But the few that were forced to live with me, I feel so sorry for them. Oh, I know. Oh, once that waterfall of intrusive thoughts starts, stopping it is so hard. Oh my god. And the frickin' the intrusive thoughts, because they'll go from slightly annoying to kind of scary to utterly terrifying. And child, I know you're not sane, and you never lived with me by choice. Well, you came back by choice, but you didn't live with me by choice. You were stuck with me. But yeah, there is no sanity. I swear all of the sanity in our family went to the middle one. No. If there was any to be had. Yes. You got a point there, Kitsu. That works too. Yeah, but kiddo, some of mine, we don't want to go there. Yep, you knew where I was going. I've got to bring it up, so while you fix the camera. What the fluff? What was that? What did she do? Okay. Well, you scared the fluff out of me reacting to her scaring the fluff out of you. It's all good. Now that I know what happened, I'm okay. I know, but I'm trying to find the picture. Okay, go ahead. He's looking for a picture that he edited. It is that... Damn it. No, it does not come with the skill to do so. There it is. So, there is no Sarge, only Zool. Unfortunately, Andrea, he is entirely accurate. Which is Fubar. The fuck? I heard one of the dogs sneeze. But... I know, but I thought I heard it behind me. I thought Tookers was in here. Thank you. I appreciate you, Kitsu. That makes sense. Yes, losing trust in him. Because I hate that one. The fact that 99% of the time the cops will not do anything to prevent a crime. They will only step in once something has actually happened. I mean, how many women have gone to the cops because an intimate partner has threatened to injure them, and the cops have said, our hands are tied. There's nothing we can do. Come back when something actually happens. And the something that actually happens is he unalives her. Hey, Zen! You just walked into a wonderful conversation. Your timing is impeccable. Oh, Zen gets to hear the good news. We got monetized. We've made it. So I'm so happy and excited. We're at the first tier. So we've got another 900 hours before we get the full monetization suite. But I'm so happy. Yeah. Before we get ads and watch paid ads and all of that happy horse manure. It's a tooker butt and a tooker tail. He's a happy doggo. This dog. My dog is as batshit crazy as his mother. Leaves blow against the front door. He has to at them. The dog next door makes noise. At him. And I'm like, what's the I love my dog. Mom's not home. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. The bathroom door or the bedroom door or the office door is shut. I must freak the fuck out because, loud human. Oh my God. Dude. Yeah. Oh, it's just Tooker. It's just Tookers who doesn't like the dog next door. The blondes absolutely love him. Go get some rest. Give your partner a hug and say hi. Love you guys. Yeah. We don't have dogs on the other side anymore. So well, we don't think. We were out walking the doggos one night and we thought we heard barking. Love you. Good night, Kitsu. Yep. Good night. It's kind of like Granite. We got in trouble. In A school. When somebody came into the barracks, they had to, request permission to come aboard. The quarterdeck would salute, say granted, which usually came out granted, which one of the guys just started saying granite. And then we kind of took it a little ways and went marble or stuff like that. We got in trouble for that, but it was fun while it lasted. This was the same time. I have no idea. Probably Took's ass. I don't know. Luna's sneezing her head off, and Dad's asking what she got a snoot full of. But I discovered as a late teenager, and I'm going to show you here, that I can sign my name upside down and backwards. No, I do. I need to prove it to myself. Darling, it doesn't look like itself. Da-da-da. Okay, so that's right side up. Or this is upside down and frontwards. So, oh my God, I haven't done this in a while. Whoops. I lost everybody again. Sad face. Why am I making G's? Can't do it without focusing really hard. But I would sign my name upside down from the wrong side of the pedestal to the watch book. And they're like, you have to walk around. And I'm like, really? But it's my signature. All right, fine. I was such a bitch when I was an 18, 19-year-old kid. Oh, wait, I'm the same one that convinced my roommate that she was pregnant because I kept buying her panties that were a little bit smaller every month and a half or so. They probably do have something like that, Andrea. AA for the Fae. Yeah, I was such a bitch to my roommate, though. That poor woman did not realize until about 10 years ago that I was the reason she thought she was pregnant. I was horrible. But yet she stayed friends with me. See, I question the sanity of the people in my life. Sodaholics. Sugarholics, yes. Yeah, in 30 years we're going to have Sugarholics Anonymous. Root beer, it's insidious. Yes. See, I do very much appreciate what AA tries to do, but God, is it so culty. They actually hit all of the triggers for being a cult, which is bizarre. And 99 times out of 100, I'm trying to remember, but yes, it's in there. Daniela has covered it. That's actually talking about AA being culty is one of Daniela's favorite topics. But I don't drink. I knew my entire life that my dad was an alcoholic. And because of that, and according to the incubator, I had an addictive personality. So, I was going to be that kid that if I tried any drug once, I was going to just be addicted to it right away. So I have avoided alcohol most of my life. And then, in the last couple of years, come to find out that the incubator was an alcoholic. I raised him right. But yeah, I do not apparently have an addictive personality because, well, aside from the fact cannabis is not particularly addictive for most people, I am able to go for days without using it, without really having a whole lot of problems. I might get a little bitchier because the pain level goes up, but now, other things, yes. I'm definitely a caffeine addict. Definitely a sugar addict. Definitely a technology addict. But yeah. Excuse me. Yep, swipey. What the fluff? Yes, Andrea. That's one of my things. I have at least one alcoholic sibling. I have other family members who have had drug problems. And yeah, I don't want to take the chance. These? Yours? If you're happy and oh, my coffee. Okay. I don't have a coffee to drink right now. Sad face. Yeah, I'm hooked up. Yeah. I have another long day at work. Yeah. Buy me a coffee. Yep, coffee. Man, I do admit I miss going to my coffee stand every couple of days or every day. Miss that because A, I love the coffee, and B, I miss the people. Really got to know some of my baristas there. I need to get Mikato some of my white coffee. I don't think I have a spare bag anymore though. This shit is so good. That's what I thought. Apparently I do not. Oh, that's right. I ran out for a while and put an order in, and I thought it was going to be white coffee, and it was not. I want to try the Ghost brand, but I haven't been brave enough to try because I am terrified of energy drinks. I can't do just plain water is the problem. The only reason I'm being able to drink this is it's been chilly enough that the bottle is cold and the water is cold-ish. I can't drink plain water. Tea, yes, it is a very good time of year for hot drinks. I have some Reese's Cocoa here if you want to try it. I also have peppermint cocoa. You like hot bean water. Although your mother drinks just plain hot water, so go figure. I don't understand it. That makes sense. Hot bean water. Bean, 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 bean. A bean, 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 bean. A bean, bean. Yes. So, back, let's see. Munchkin is, okay. That one is that, so. $14 years ago? No, 18 years ago. There we go. I think I'm doing the math right. My most recent ex and I were planning our wedding, and there were 3 things at Seattle Center all on the same day. There was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game tournament, there was a tea expo, and there was a wedding expo, or a wedding dress expo. So, the ex-husband and I packed up the kids and headed for Seattle Center. I wanted to go look at, I wanted to go look at the wedding dresses. The boys were going to go to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. And then we were going to get together and go do the tea thing afterwards. So, Mikado was 2nd grade-ish, maybe 3rd. As we went to go to the tea thing. And we're walking through, and all of these, vendors are looking at this little kid going, ooh, I want to try that one. And they're like, you're not going to like it. It's tea. It's not sweet. And I'm like, trust me. Oh, that would be awesome. And I'm like, trust me. It's okay. So they're like, okay, whatever. They hand him one of the samples. He'd try it, and he'd be like, can I have some more of that one? And they're just like, you are not a normal kid. He would. I think Uncle Ira would laugh at that. So yeah, my child has loved tea most of his life. I am still pissed off at my brother about him with dealing with my son, though. This child, this child, because of the fact the incubator was diabetic, she had him convinced that cookies were Ritz crackers. My brother took him for a couple of days. It is, trust me. So my brother took him for a couple of days, asked him, do you want a cookie? And kiddo's like, yes, please. Hands him an Oreo cookie, and my son's like, the fuck is this? Didn't say it in those words, but he's like, the fuck is this? My brother's like, it's a cookie. Eat it. You'll like it. Yeah. Mikey liked it. So yeah, my dad's Oreo cookie stash was never safe again. That actually sounds like something Mike would do. Mike was also the kid that would take broccoli over candy. Love my kids. I can think of worse things to do in the bathroom sink. I can think of worse places to wash your feet. At least it was the bathroom sink and not the kitchen sink. Kitchen sink tattoo. I have a friend who has rather large chesticles. And she is one that she tucks everything into her bra. And because of the size of her chesticles, she can fit a lot of shit in there. She used to joke that she carried everything in her bra but the kitchen sink. Mind you, this is also a heavily tattooed woman. So she got the brilliant idea a few years back to have a kitchen sink tattooed between her boobs. So she's like, look, now I have everything and the kitchen sink. And I'm like, oh my God, woman. I love my family. But damn. Our sense of humor. That is not a story. I am not familiar with this particular story, my love. But, Mike, you know... Isn't it, though? She's amazing. She really, really is. I love this woman. So, yeah. Mike knows who I'm talking about. Go for it. But, yeah. It is up to you if you want to speak. I have a feeling it's mostly Mike and Andrea. Well, there's 5, so it's Mike, Will, Andrea, possibly Mimi, and you. So go for it. Sounds about right. All right, fine. All right, my darlings, my dears, my loves. Okay. That makes sense. All right, y'all. We have been here for 2.5 hours. I am getting the munchies again. And my brain is going, ooh, we have chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Those poor fishies. I have chicken fettuccine Alfredo. I love it. So that was one of the things that should have clued me into my ex-husband being a piece of work, is him laughing about squeezing a mouse till its eyes bugged out and then feeding it to his friend Snake, and the snake wouldn't eat it because it was dead. Oh, that makes sense then. That makes me feel better. And then he threw his mother's African gray parrot because the bird nipped him. I was naive and stupid as a teenager. What? The mouse or the bird? Poor Beaky. Beaky was fine. Beaky lived, but his mother was pissed off at him. Beaky was awesome. Well, okay, Beaky was awesome, but I hated Beaky. He thought it was funny. Yeah, I know. It should have been a clue to me. It was not. Oh, no, this was... Yeah, this was Jamie, dear heart. That bird, though. So, first week I lived with my ex-mother-in-law. She took off... She had to travel for work shortly after I moved in. So she taught me how to take care of the bird because I was going to be responsible for him while she was gone. This fucking bird. Within the first day that she left, he nipped me and drew blood. And then proceeded to stalk me around the house for the rest of the time she was gone. I was convinced he wanted more. He got a taste of my blood and wanted more. This is the same bird, though, that was climbing a macrame wall hanging, lost his grip and went, oh fuck, as he fell. And my ex-father-in-law, stepfather-in-law, and yeah, they just thought it was the funniest thing because he used it appropriately. This bird was smart. You did antagonize that poor bird, but he put up with you. So I don't know. He got the bird. Got that bird. Half the time I hated that bird. Half the time I loved him because he was just so damn smart. He would repeat a conversation my ex-mother-in-law had with her sister over the phone. And I would start with him beeping the phone on. And then dialing it. And then a few seconds of silence. And then he'd pick up my ex-mother-in-law's part, a few seconds of silence, and he'd just repeat her side of the car. And it was the trippiest thing. He would make the noise of arming and disarming the car alarm. I know I've talked about it, I've been told this a million times, but parrots are awesome. Because he was a very, very, very mean man. And it was being fed to the snake, so he thought, whatever. I know. Why my ex-mother-in-law didn't... I did. God, that bird. Unfortunately, he did die a few years back. I don't remember why. But I know it was kind of surprising because African greys live like 100 years or so. I think he realized he was going to go to my ex-husband and didn't want to. He did! That bird hated men but loved my father. Which, in all honesty, shocked no one who knew my dad. My dad had Disney princess powers to the extreme, I tell you. Animals that just hated people would love my dad. Weird. Yeah, I know. Alright, y'all. We have been chit-chatting for 2 hours and 40 some minutes. I'm going to go round up some snicky snacks for the hubby and I. Because I need to feed him and I need to feed me something more. That's what I'm saying. I'm about to get going. Because this witch is tired. Yes, you did. So, go out there, spread love, spread joy, spread kindness. Because, well, there is enough hate and discontent. Can we please not add to it? Try to be beacons of light, love, and hope. Make sure your loved ones, be they human, furry, scaly, or feathered, know that you love them. Because, well, as we've talked about here tonight already, you don't know how long you're going to have with them. And on that note, please, my witchlings, always, always, always remember, you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and you really do have a reason for being here, even if you haven't figured it out. I was 45 before I did. I will see you all tomorrow for our regular daily draw and chilling with the witchlings. Love you guys to bits. Namaste, witchlings.
Good night, everyone.